Mashriqi's relentless anti-British activities had always irked the ruling powers, prompting them to adopt a shrewd strategy of enlisting influential Islamic religious authorities to bolster their cause. These supposed beneficiaries of the ruling powers had already been hurling scathing criticisms at Mashriqi's published works, including his monumental and seminal commentary on the Holy Quran, Tazkirah. Despite the fact that Mashriqi's entire life and the Khaksar movement's principles were deeply rooted in Islamic teachings, several of these so-called men of faith had the temerity to label him an infidel. Their brazen and baseless accusations were part of a politically motivated propaganda campaign to appease the rulers and safeguard their own privileged status and resources bestowed upon them by the ruling powers. Mashriqi's bold move to issue currency and his thunderous proclamation sent shockwaves through the British rulers, who recognized the threat it posed to their Raj. With astute maneuvering, they rallied influential Muslim and Hindu leaders to their cause and swiftly moved to arrest Mashriqi and crush the Khaksar movement. These leaders wasted no time in supporting the rulers, as it was crucial for them to align with the British to safeguard their political aspirations and ensure their continued influence. They foresaw the end of their careers if Mashriqi were to ascend to power. For instance, Sir Sikandar Hayat Khan, the premier of Punjab, falsely declared the non-communal Khaksar movement to be a communal organization in the Punjab Legislative Assembly, to show that its existence posed a grave threat to peace. As the British authorities were the most powerful regime in the world, they had great influence and used their cronies and resources to ruthlessly launch a campaign of domestic and global anti-Mashriqi propaganda. Radio stations broadcasted anti-Mashriqi news, and newspapers from various corners of the world carried catchy headlines such as "Muslims find a Hitler," "India's 3 million fascists," "Indian fascists," "New Muslim order," "Muslim Nazis move exposed," "India, Spade Corners," "Muslim fascists seek world dominion," "Leader is an Oxford graduate," "Fascists body formed by Muslims," "Oxford man as a leader," and "Oxford man Führer of Muslim fascists." The media labeled Mashriqi as an Oxford man. Even though he never attended Oxford University, it was a clear sign of their frantic fear. Labeling Mashriqi Führer, or the Khaksars, Muslim Nazis, or implying a link to Nazis was nothing but a politically biased attempt to sow fear both in India and abroad. These allegations were meant to justify Mashriqi's arrest and the crushing of the Khaksar movement in order to safeguard British rule. It's unfortunate that unfounded propaganda was launched against Mashriqi and his Khaksar followers, despite their humanitarian services for Hindus, Christians, Sikhs, Jews, and others since 1930. The Khaksar ideology was based on the following principles. Firstly, respect for the religious and social sentiments of all communities, including Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, Parsis, Christians, Jews, and untouchables. Secondly, the maintenance of their particular culture and customs. Thirdly, general tolerance, which the Khaksars believed to be the secret of Muslim rule in India for 1,000 years. The Khaksars stood for the establishment of an order that would be equal, non-communal, and tolerant, yet non-subservient. They aimed to achieve this by crushing all communal sentiment and religious prejudices through their good and serviceful conduct. Their order would provide proper treatment and protection to all communities, founded on eternal justice, goodness, and goodwill. In summary, the ideals of the Khaksars were peace, amity, brotherhood, and service, irrespective of caste or creed. They believed in one God, one humanity, and one practical religion, which means goodness in action. Let's uphold these noble ideals and promote harmony and goodwill among all communities. Take a look at these images.
To understand the truth about the partition of India, the politics of Jinnah, Gandhi, and the British rulers, watch the documentary titled The Road to Freedom, Allama Mashriqi's historic journey from Amritsar to Lahore. Additionally, read or listen to the audio version of the article named The British Chessboard, Jinnah, Gandhi, and the Strategic Divide of India, both of which are by scholar Nasim Yousaf and available on social media.